Hi guys, we are welcome to Mrs. Wonderful's. Drinking some water here to hydrate before wine of the day. Thank you for watching our wines of the day. We've got wine of the day number 20 today. We're doing a little experiment today. We're doing live on YouTube as well as doing live on Facebook right now. So if you guys would subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want more content. That would be awesome. It's Mrs. Wonderful on YouTube. Anyway, so we're going to be posting stuff on Facebook and on YouTube. So anyways, thanks. Hopefully everyone's enjoying wine of the day. We have a really fun wine today. I have a really fun white wine today. This is a wine from Burgundy, but it's not your typical white Burgundy, as I mentioned in the title. And I did put the title of this wine in with the title of my video. So the producer of this wine today is Jean-Philippe Fichet, F-I-C-H-E-T. And the, what? Sorry. Great. And so I'm going to show you guys. How does that look? Can you see? Can you see? I see this one, not this one. I know. And then YouTube, we're... Okay, guys, and I know we're talking a lot about, so we had a request so that people know what the wine is, and so that they can find it. So this is Fichet. It's called Fichet Aligote. That's the name of the grape. We've got Rare Wine Co. They are a super cool company. They have some amazing imports. So I've tasted a lot of Skurnik and Wygant and Kermit Lynch imports, but today we are tasting a Rare Wine Company import. They are also an awesome website. I'm always talking about checking out the importers' websites for in-depth information online about the wines that you're drinking. So Rare Wine Co. also has an awesome website with lots of details about producers and what they're doing, and what the blends are and scores, that sort of stuff. That's actually an interesting subject. We should get into wine scores, wine publication scores one of these days too. I don't really pay attention to that sort of stuff. So it's a great guideline, the different wine publications out there. Scores are a great guideline for new stuff to try, but it's not the end all be all. I mean, you can make up, I feel like, make up your own mind about how you feel about certain wines. All right, so Rare Wine Company, the importer of this delicious Burgundy. Why do I say this is not your typical white Burgundy? So normally when we say white Burgundy, you guys have probably all heard that term. I know we've talked a lot about what does region mean in when we're talking about wines, especially from France. I've been doing a lot of French wines lately. The region is Burgundy, so we're in kind of northeastern France, and people say white Burgundy and red Burgundy. What does that mean? Those mean things. So white Burgundy is almost always 100% Chardonnay. There's a few exceptions to the rule, just like with everything. There's always a few exceptions, but winemaking in Europe and in France is governed by these rules based on region. So there are grapes that are allowed by law to be grown and then put into a bottle that says Burgundy on it. So white Burgundy is almost always 100% Chardonnay. Red Burgundy is pretty much always 100% Pinot Noir, but there's some exceptions to these. One of these is the grape Aligote. A-L-I-G-O-T-E with an accent aigu on it. As you can see on the bottle there. Hopefully you guys can see that. So this is a grape. This is a grape that is allowed in Burgundy, but it's not widely grown. Very, very little attention devoted to this grape. Sometimes you see it as a blending grape for sparkling wines from Burgundy, but I've seen a few in the last few years. I've seen a few that are bottled as Aligote with the variety on the front of the bottle, which also is a rare phenomenon for many European wines. A lot of times they don't say the variety on the bottle. They just say the region, and then you have to do your research looking up the importer website and the producer to find out what the blend is, or maybe you know from the region what the grapes are going to be. So anyways, but this says Aligote on the bottle, which is kind of fun. Also, this wine that we're tasting today, this was Mary Frances's pick. So it's Mary Frances's birthday. It's her cafe, Mrs. Wonderful herself, Mary Frances. It's her birthday. So give her a birthday shout out if you're watching this or whenever you're watching this. And anyways, so this was her pick for a wine today. Now, this isn't a crazy expensive wine. It runs about $23 a bottle here at Mrs. Wonderful's. Don't forget 10% off if you contact me in the next 24 hours and want to grab a bottle of this for yourself. So let's smell and taste this Aligote from Burgundy. Ooh, kind of has like a creamy sort of pineapple. What do you say, Mrs. Wonderful? What?
It reminds me of champagne.
It reminds Mary Frances of champagne. Yeah, it does have like a little bit of like a yeasty, like a brioche character on the nose, which is interesting. This wine also, as we have been sitting here tasting it for a few minutes before we started, it's starting to open up. I know I'm always telling you guys that, wines with air, a lot of these really amazing, beautiful, fine wines start to kind of open up and become more fragrant as you're smelling them. So this wine kind of has an intense, a little bit of a floral character, would you say? Like a little bit of a floral note.
The citrus too.
But it also has like a really ripe citrus character as well. Really pretty. I love this wine. And it's fun to drink something that's not your typical, white. That's different. It's a different grape. It has a different flavor profile. It has different everything than from your standard Chardonnay or Sauvignon Blanc or whatever. So just fun to try something new. Let's taste it. It does have a Chardonnay. I would say it does have a little bit of a Chardonnay-esque nose to it. Anyways. Super kind of easy to drink, kind of. Sometimes I get in white wine, sometimes I get a little bit of like a peach tea sort of character or something that's really pleasant. Not super, I mean, it's definitely an acidic white wine, clean, crisp white wine, but not too much. It still has like a roundness and a ripeness that's really pleasant.
I'm out already. I need some more. Since it's my birthday.
More birthday wine.
Thank you.
Yum. Do you like it?
I do.
I think it gets better as it sits too, as it's open and it warms up. So it's kind of a medium-bodied white. It has a lot of acidity, but it has a lot of ripe fruit on it. This wine is a great deal, a great steal for a beautiful white wine from Burgundy. And anyways, I was kind of reading up on this. Many of the Aligotes you see are from the Mâconnais, which is a region of Burgundy. This wine, it doesn't say where it is, so probably sourced from a few places all over. The Mâconnais is in the southern Burgundy. Anyways, really fun. Also, fun fact about Aligote, this is a classic white with which a traditional Kir cocktail is made. So K-I-R, which is Kir and Kir Royale, a little sparkling wine cocktail actually that we make at the restaurant, but with like a non-alcoholic version of creme de cassis. So a currant liquor blended with white wine is a Kir, K-I-R, and creme de cassis, currant liqueur blended with sparkling wine is a Kir Royale. And sometimes we make a currant syrup, just like a straight up simple syrup with currants that we blend with sparkling wine to make our own little version of a Kir Royale at the cafe. That's pretty fun when we have fresh currants in the summer. So anyway, fun white wine. Just wanted to share this with you. Mrs. Wonderful's birthday pick, Aligote. look for these if you are a white wine lover. This is a fun new white wine for you to try if you like Sauvignon Blanc, if you like Chenin Blanc, if you like unoaked Chardonnay. Go to your wine shop or come in and see me and look for an Aligote or request an Aligote. Try them. They're absolutely delightful, fun little white wines. This is the Jean-Philippe Fichet Bourgogne Aligote. Bourgogne is Burgundy in French. And this is the 2016 that we're trying today. So from Rare Wine Co. Check out their website. Anyway.
Question.
Yes.
So Bourgogne is always Burgundy, but if it said Bourgogne without the Aligote, it would be Chardonnay.
Yeah, so Bourgogne it always means Burgundy. Yes, almost always if you see like a Bourgogne Blanc, which this producer makes a Bourgogne Blanc, it is Chardonnay. Now that's a good question. I think a Bourgogne Blanc could probably be a blend of allowed white varieties from Burgundy. So it probably could be a blend, but it most likely will be 100% Chardonnay. But Aligote and Chardonnay are both allowed within Burgundy. Also, we've talked a little bit before. Now, Karen McNeil doesn't mention in my little wine Bible here that you all know, if you've been watching my Wine of the Days, that I love. Melon de Bourgogne isn't listed here, but we do have, like I said, Melon de Bourgogne is another white grape from Burgundy that's also really delicious that I believe is also allowed in Burgundy. Oh, there's also a region I should mention in Burgundy. It's called Saint Bris. Saint Bris, and that is a region within Burgundy where Sauvignon Blanc is allowed to be grown. So that's kind of an exception to the grand rule. But for the most part, white Burgundies are going to be Chardonnay, and then you do see some Aligote. So anyways, just fun little unknown white wine from Burgundy that we're tasting today. Anyway, you guys, I think that's it for Wine of the Day. Just wanted to share that with you. Thanks for watching. Give me feedback. Check out, I'll check it out too after this. See if our live video on YouTube worked. If you're interested in Wine of the Day or my wine club or my upcoming wine course, Wines of France, shoot me a message. If you haven't seen my previous few days of Wine of the Day, I'm going to have an upcoming wine course, 4 classes focusing on the major wine regions of France. And you can get that content free on our YouTube channel, or you can come to the restaurant and drink the wines with me. Even more fun, and I will open some delicious wines, and it'll be really fun to try those in person with you guys. So hope you guys are all having a great day. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you're drinking. Love to see what other people are drinking. Let me know your requests for any wine reviews, and send me all of your wine questions because I would love to answer them for you. So anyway, cheers.
Bon anniversaire.
Bon anniversaire to Mary Frances, to Mrs. Wonderful. Wish her a happy birthday. Go and buy some of her salts on www.mrswonderfulworld.com. That would make her birthday a special day. She loves selling her salts. They make everything wonderful. So there's my little Mrs. Wonderful plug for the day. Anyway, thanks for watching. Cheers.
Salud.
See you guys tomorrow.
Finish. Do the YouTube one.
She doesn't know how to end the video. The story of our lives, technical difficulties.
The birthday goes on. We're going to save it and then share it. I know, the Facebook one is fine. It's the YouTube one that keeps going. The YouTube one keeps going. Oh, someone's calling in. I don't know how to end it, Tanya. You have to come in.
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay. Thanks. Someone is watching. So.
Go answer the phone.
Cheers. I'll answer the phone.